Shout out to Powerhouse Music in Southampton East Street for their very reasonably priced Ibanez entry-level student-sized guitar, part of the GIO range, which is like a slightly less expensive version of what they do for around £400, which is a sort of slightly tighter version of this one, I guess. It looks almost exactly the same as most Ibanez's, have the same kind of look. They all look great, in my opinion. And I'm a Fender person as of late, and now I think I'm going to ditch that Advent because that was getting a bit boring, and I'm going to see what I can do with songs like this. I don't know where the rest of that goes. Can't remember, but it's very fast neck, basically. That's what I like about it. And it's got a mad pickup system, sort of normal Stratocaster style pickup selector. Let's move the whammy bar out of the way. It's very hard to do it like that. So you've got humbucker, single coil humbucker, which HSH. And yeah, if you want to have a clean tone, I would have that. And then you could, if you were recording on a multi-track like I do, sometimes I would then have the lead distorted channel or overdriven channel, maybe in the sort of middle two or the very bottom one, or maybe just the bridge one, the neck pickup. And this whammy, tremolo arm, whatever, it's one of my favourites I've ever played. Just move a bit up. Let's see the camera. Let's see the bottom of the guitar. Ow! Yeah, that's irrelevant. Right, check this out. I'm going to do some great dive bombs and stuff like that. The guitar's very out of tune, but I can't be bothered to find my tuner. It's around and amongst the mess of my room. 2 secs. So it's like very late at night. I would plug it in, but it's more of just a kind of a run through. So, yeah. Not a great one for solos, more a rhythm player. I like James Hetfield now at the moment. But that's just something you can make up on the spot, and I can do that all day long on this guitar, whereas I found not a lot of inspiration on my Telecaster. I'm very bored on my Strat, but it might just be new guitar syndrome, where you just want to try out those stuff. I might run out of ideas, but at the moment, I didn't know Ibanez was a Japanese company, and you spend a lot of money for a Japanese Fender, and they are very good quality. Any Japanese made, Indonesian made, tend to be better than the made in China, or even the made in Mexico. A lot of the that's meant to be one of the better ones. I hear. I never had one, but that's heavily out of tune. What are you doing? We'll go to drop D. Nice action. You don't get any of that kind of, unless you're pressing quite hard. It actually does do that, but it kind of makes a cool effect. I always fret quite low, quite close to the fretting though, and I get criticised for that. My dad's a guitar player, and he said, "Why don't you fret towards the bottom? So you get all that space to move up." But I'm always right on the edge of the binding, and I have no idea why. I think if that's a bad technique or if that's a helpful technique. Same way I don't really have my arm resting like that. It just sort of hovers like a robot. But you know, I mean, my palm muting skills aren't very good, so. yeah, it's got a nice. It doesn't look like there's a lot of room for strumming back here, but what it does allow for. So just checking time on the video. What it does allow for is like plenty of space. It's the humbucker. I still got the pick guards on the whatever you call it. It's cellophane that's on the actual magnets. I only got it today, like I said, but no pick guard. But I think that takes away from what you're doing a lot. And I've got an Ibanez bass just over there, which I'm just going to bring over in a second. And yeah, the scale on that is so many. It's massive, especially if you tune down a drop B like I do sometimes. So that sounds really good. What's that song? Danger Zone. So I don't know your impressions are so far. Electric guitar without any electrics on it, but that can quickly be arranged via a Vox Pathfinder 10 watt great practice combo amp, £89 from the same shop I got this from. So I've bought almost all my gear from them, and they're really good at part exchange and stuff. So you find yourself in Southampton, there's a big outlet with a big drum kind of floor upstairs, and it's got a lot of selection, mostly Mapex and Ludwig kits. Oh, it's dropped. Yeah, I keep forgetting them. So yeah, here's an esoteric one from Tool. So, I can't see the frets from it. The lights or something. Let's apply some electricity. Bong. Set her down just like that. Ouch! Oh, just kick. I have an open cut on my foot. You can probably see that. Not something you want to see on a guitar review because it's not really interesting. But that is why I'm screaming all the time. Because I keep on scratching it. It's not important. Because pain is not important when it comes to music. It's all about screaming anyway half the time. I'm so glad on these metal records of late. Yeah. Before I do that, first instrument I bought from Powerhouse. They've got a website as well. You can get everything else pretty much they put up. They update it daily. They've got some great effects by Ibanez as well. As you might know, they brought out a Tube Screamer minis, Flanger minis, Chorus minis, all the same ones that Behringer do and Boss used to do. So they don't really bring out any new pedals these days that aren't software based, but that doesn't matter because. So it's the actual scale of the fretboard is wider than the width of my tablet phone screen. But it's a pretty cool. You don't get humbuckers and basses very often that work. You know, you've got quite hard to get to, but it's hard to see it on a screen like that. But it's the actual pickup selector goes. I think that's single coil, that's humbucker, and that's bass, or it might be the other way around. And that's a single coil, that's a humbucker, and that's the humbucker with bass boost. But we won't find out unless we plug it in. But it's at 2 o'clock in the morning. My dad will hear it and he'll come in, and the video will probably terminate because no one wants to see a fight in Civil War. Got a very hot active EQ, so if you plug it in, you barely even have to have the volume at 1/4 to be blowing out your practice amp. If you've got bass combo, like that one over there, I've got 2 Vox combo amps, one for bass, one for guitar, both around £100. give you an idea, because it's got a very nice cutting tone through an amp. I like Ernie Ball picks, but that one's actually been worn in. These are great picks. Better than Dunlop. Don't know why. There's no reason for it. Just like them. Rain, rain, run away, Mayday, every day, pain, pain. Help, anyway, falling in love with you. So just making up songs on the spot, you just do songs like that with very inspiring basses. I think this reminds me of what the whatever bass that Paul McCartney liked. Well, it obviously had a Rickenbacker, I can't remember the name. Is it Hoffman or something like that? It's got like F holes in it, but that bass for him made him feel comfortable. And I don't think these are the best looking basses, but they certainly aren't ugly, and they are so much more comfortable than the big scratch plate burden you get with Stingray, Music Man, and others such as that. I'm going to the video in a second, and not worry about plugging in. But yeah, like I say, these are lightweight as well. The neck is so heavy. You don't get that. I probably don't want to be getting a Jaguar bass or a Mustang bass, in my opinion, because there's no real weight distribution problem with that. I think the offset phenomenon thing is a bit lost on me now, and I had a jazz bass and it fell over. The neck warped, so I got a bit bored of that, and had a precision squire as well. That neck warped on that one, and that had nothing to do with it falling over. So not a fan. I think they're just entry level Fenders, and they're not up to the standard of these more serious instruments. Like Mike Hyness from Alice in Chains, he plays one of these, not this one. Or Mike Stuff from Alice in Chains, both bass players do. And then yeah, Metallica, they all have these sort of basses. Cliff Burton, he has a bass bit like this one. But I do like PV basses as well. They sell down there. But yeah, go head on down to Southampton and have a day in the Grey City of Southampton, which has some really good music shops you wouldn't expect. A bit like Denmark Street in London. But yeah, dotted around, so check out East Street. Please leave a like and a comment, because I would love to know if this is worth doing again for anyone out there. Thank you.